Girl, get out of here. All right. Welcome to Sap Sucker Sunday 18 featuring Corey D. Today we're going to be speaking on spiritual paths. We're going to go into detail about our own journey of self discovery and the steps taken to discovering the spiritual beings we are on this earthbound journey called life. And of course, we're going to talk our sass and crack a few jokes West Tennessee style. What's up, Lisa?
Hey now, hey now.
Who was that on your picture?
That's my grandma.
Hey, Granny.
My granny.
Oh, I need to
That's
go
my
back.
mama.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Shoot, it feel like it's been about a month. For
I
real.
know. It's only been 2 weeks.
2 weeks. This is the longest January ever.
Man, this the longest but quickest.
I
I was
know.
just telling Lourdes. I was like, bro, it seemed like Christmas was a long time ago. It was literally just a month ago though. Like,
Man.
good.
Once that first holiday hit though, and they start rolling that shit around, it's finna hit.
Uh-huh.
Once Valentine's hit, it's over with.
Yeah.
Valentine's, then soon as Valentine's over with, what come after that? St. Patrick's
St.
Day?
Patrick. Girl, they been advertising freaking Valentine's since Christmas. Yeah, I went in the Dollar Tree today. The whole Valentine aisle was empty. I was like, Lord, they really is out here. I don't want nothing for Valentine's Day. I ain't buying. I usually buy my girls a little basket or something. I ain't buying y'all shit.
Not buying
I'm not.
shit. Because
I am not participating.
what is
Huh?
Valentine's? What is it for?
Exactly. We are celebrating Eros, the
Man,
fucking goddess of God that was jealous of that was in love with his mama. His mama was jealous of his lover. It was a whole weird ass love triangle.
you sure
So yeah, no,
on some
no,
edifice shit.
exactly. So no, we good. I'm good
I'm
on
good.
that.
And that's all the rest of that stuff. It's just materialistic stuff. And what I have noticed is like every holiday really just be like an excuse for people to be like drunk. I don't want to
It's a
be
what?
drunk. To be drunk
Yeah. Or to just really be
or over
capitalism at its
huh?
finest. Capitalism, just to take people's
Yeah,
minds off of what's really going on. You know what I'm
it's
saying? Which
easy. You
sometimes you
need
need
those
that though.
distractions.
Yeah, cause life be
Life.
I ain't say it's hard, but life is different. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And when you live in a capitalist society, everything is always nonstop going go 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 go. That's what London was telling me. That she's like, it don't seem like she's like it seems like it's hard to live in America,
It's
even though we have nice things.
I think it is hard to live in here, but it's like people come here and then they turn into what's here. It's like they come and lose their culture. Well,
Oh, I
it
think
gets,
we
it gets
have nice.
backlined or whatever.
Yeah, or the thing is, people come here because you get nice. We do have nicer amenities and nicer, you know, our situation is a little bit brighter, but you have to work so hard for that that sometimes it's like, good lord, it's just nonstop.
Yeah,
And you gonna pay you as what they say, the pay the cost to be the boss. The more money, more problems. Like that's literally it.
I think so
Not
too.
not saying that other countries got it easy. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying shit. America, motherfucker, we be working hard to maintain the little bit that we have, man.
Right. I agree.
And it's almost like it's a competition. Keep up with the Joneses,
It
or
is
keep
a
up with,
competition.
what they tell you to keep up with. Girl, you got to keep up. You got to do this. You got to do that.
Yeah. I don't be want to keep up with people. I really have gotten to a point in my life where I don't really give a fuck what other people do.
I don't either. I don't either. If I talk to you and we hear, when I know what you're doing, but I yeah, I don't be having to talk. I don't really be having to
I don't have to talk to people. I like to
yeah,
talk to who I like to talk to, and I'm gonna interact with where it's necessary for me to interact. But
yeah, exactly.
I ain't got to do all
This
that.
pod be doing some janky stuff, bro. Every time I log out of my account, it unfollows our page. But yeah, I'm sick of
Well,
technology.
I am too. I was sleep glad when they said what you call was going away. I wanted it to go away. I want
That's just
all
I
this
had
shit to go away. I just want to get my
to.
pictures off of there first so I can print them out.
You know what? My mama prints all her pictures. She the only person I know that goes and gets her
Mhm.
pictures printed
My
still.
mama print pictures too. That nigga got 1,000. She got 1,000 photo albums, and them joints is organized. In
So that makes me wonder, like, so they're making everybody do everything digitally, or we're buying into the idea of doing digitally. So what happens if all these clouds and shit crash? We're not gonna have any memories of history or nothing
That's why they
of
won't.
importance.
So why then I can just tell you what I want you to think. That's kind of like that movie Fahrenheit what's it called?
9/11 by Michael Moore.
Fahrenheit something 101 or something. It's a book and then it's a movie where in the they was going through and they had made books to where they were illegal. And they just wanted you to know
Uh-huh.
what you what they wanted you to know. So they was burning out of books. It was illegal. They was setting all the libraries on fire so they could just teach the kids at school exactly what they wanted them to know.
Well, that's
But
how history has always been. Because, like, even the Library of Alexandria, way back when, they burned the Romans came through, burn that bitch up
yeah,
in Egypt. And then, I mean, we've been
but
watching this
this
show
could
on
be
Apple.
similar to it though. Like if the clouds was to crash or get hacked or whatever, I don't know. I'm not that technologically advanced to but if something happened that wasn't supposed to happen, then we would lose access unless you have books and stuff like at your house or access to where they're
Yeah,
not going to be damaged or whatever. Then how do you have that information?
yeah. That's like this TV show me and London been watching called The Silo on
This,
Apple TV. That
uh,
show's so good. The Silo, Silo. And it's basically what the premise of it is: nuclear fallout, had something happened, and like all of these, they have these silos that are underground, and you got your upper class people and your lower class at the bottom, but they don't know any of the history. Everything was burned, and the people that created these silos gave them limited information, and only one person is over all of the history of the world. And nobody gets to know that because they're scared if they find out it'll be a rebellion and they'll open up the silo and be exposed to the toxic waste. It's actually a good show.
that sound pretty decent. I've been
It
actually
is
able to
interesting.
sit down and watch a TV show. I watched the other day. I watched Bright with Will Smith, and
Oh yeah.
I don't know the other dude name, but it was good. Like I've seen it before, but I just when you watch a movie again, you see things that you didn't see the first time.
Yeah.
So it was just a good movie in general.
Yeah, I think I watched it. I don't remember the premise of it though.
It's good. It's where he was a cop. And then the other dude was like a orc. So really, to me, really, it was based on like black people. Like the orcs was the black people, really, and how
Uh,
when black people become cops, they kind of get like black people be like, ah, you a traitor, you the ops, whatever. And
mhm.
they was trying to solve a like a the it was fairies, regular people, and orcs, and then other types, and everybody was living
Different
coexisting
type of
together.
entities.
Yeah, and then so,
Yeah.
but like the fairies had really all the magic and stuff, and somebody had lost the wand, and they was trying to rise up Dark Lord or something. And it was good. It was a movie I
Oh,
watched it. I didn't fall asleep on it, so
yeah.
that speaks
Okay.
volumes. So
Okay. Okay. Okay.
yeah. Oof. I don't know what the fuck this shit going around, but I've been taking all kind of shit. And let
Girl,
me tell you
whatever
this
they been
though, that
spraying in the air.
tincture, man, do you hear me? Because why everybody sick all of a sudden?
Girl, people know what's up. I ran into a girl today in the dollar, Family Dollar.
Say
And she
what?
said she's like, I ran into a girl that said Family Dollar. She a little young chick. And she was like, yeah, my coworker, her dad died. He was 70. He was old. I was like, that's not old. My dad is 70. She's like, well, he been sick for a while. And I was like, yeah, it's COVID stuff.
It
It's
is,
making
and
people
it's the
sick.
flu too. But it's like
But how
was
is
it
everybody just getting it like randomly? And
because
this was,
it's
she
in
was
the
like,
air.
they, yeah, she said, whatever they dropping in the air. I was like, girl, you ain't never lied, baby.
Right.
You better
And
fortify
then
your body.
being able to understand that actually happens is one like detail as far as going into like
Yeah.
spirituality. Is you have to be open enough to even see that um shit is happening that's outside of our control.
Oh, right. And it's happening for
But it's
whatever
happening
reason.
to us. But and
Mhm.
it's
And the
never a
food,
good thing
and
though.
the food, and whatever is in the air. Because the food is like the main trigger point, I think. Because what I noticed is when I got sick, every time I get sick, I may have a little tickle in my throat.
That's
But
all
if
I
I take
had.
yeah, if I take something, it'll knock that ticket out. But the moment I eat something that I know I
Some
ain't got no business
bullshit, you
eating,
gonna be sick as hell.
yes, like some grease or dairy,
Or
it just like
pizza,
exacerbates it.
man. Or some pizza. Pizza will tear you up every time. It'll
Yes,
be so
because
good.
that's fried dough and damn cheese. So
Man.
it's I be on them tinctures, girl. Them tinctures been saving my life. Almost
I took your
starting to see.
cough tincture and then I've been drinking tea and
Mhm.
taking those herbal supplements. I was like, shit, I be damn.
Mhm.
Y'all ain't finna knock me down. I gotta make me some sea moss though.
Yeah, I've actually been taking sea moss on the regular for
I got it for my
the
back
past
because
month.
where I work at, they just sit in that motherfucker and breathe in each other outside, breathe in
Ooh,
each other carbon. Like they need to put some plants or something in that motherfucker or some
or
shit.
some damn air filters or some filtration systems or some.
I think it's got that, but it just can we open a window?
Mhm.
Just you know how when you go into a house and you can be like, damn, it's stagnant. It's like okay, when COVID first ramped up, of one of my
Mhm.
homegirls was sick, and I went to their house and you could smell like the sick. You know what I'm saying? You could smell like
Mhm.
open the windows up and air this motherfucker out.
Let some circulation flow through this bitch.
Yeah. So
That's how I do. I have always I always sleep with a cracked window. I don't care
yeah,
how fucking hot or cold it is, but I messed around a couple weeks ago and slept with a cracked window
when
open
it
right
was
for that little
0
funky
degrees.
huh.
When it was 0 degrees.
No, before that snow came in, it wasn't that cold yet. But and I woke up and my window was right over my head. Girl, I woke. That's when I woke up dizzy as hell. I was dizzy the whole day. I don't know what kind of spraying they was doing that night, but whatever was in there, it had me. I have never been that dizzy, and I just kept craving something greasy and heavy
Craving something
on
wet.
my stomach. Something heavy and greasy on my stomach because it was like it was vertigo, but my stomach was nauseous and unsettled, and I needed something to bring me down or something. I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, they
I
be
think
goddamn.
what you eat definitely makes a difference though. Like if you eat
Yeah.
bullshit all the time, then
That bullshit is good sometimes because like Bobby Hemming say
bullshit be
sometimes.
good, but not when you trying to not be sick.
Yeah, now when you feeling sick, you probably the best thing
You
to do
need
is
to
not
eat
eat
clean.
nothing.
That
Or not
or
eat
just drink
nothing.
water, man, so you don't dehydrate. But to just so your
Yeah,
body can go through its own detox, because when you don't eat, your body's gonna detox itself.
exactly. I tell you what I've been I've been staying up on them cilantro. I've been making cilantro shots.
What
And when
they
I
do?
tell
I ain't
you,
never had one of them.
cilantro is it pulls out toxins and parasites out your body, and especially metals, heavy metals, and what they're spraying is a whole lot of metals. So cilantro pulls all of those metals out of your body. It's nasty. It be tasting like straight soap water. But I get it and put it in my juice and make me shots, and I drink one of them every day.
I've been fooling with that oregano oil. That shit's so fucking expensive.
Ooh, I bet it is.
I said, oh my goodness. Hey, I found this book. Well, I didn't find it. I been had it. But when the first time I tried to read it, I couldn't calm my brain down enough to read it.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those books where you have to real life like focus. But it's called
Yeah, what is it?
Man's Higher Consciousness from 1962 by Hilton Hotima.
Uh-huh.
And I think I'm gonna try to read it again. It's just showing you how to get to your highest
I
consciousness.
guess it is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
The
I
highest
was
self.
flipping through it, and it was talking about breatharians and
Mhm.
yogis and shit like that. But you know what? It's hard to eat clean. Like I ate clean last week, and I was juice. I burnt my juicer up though. I got to get another one. So I but I just feel better, and like sometimes
Yeah,
you
and
need.
it make a difference, but it's moderation too. Because what I've
Yeah,
learned,
you have to
sometimes that
balance.
shit turns, it turns into a cult, and that could be just like as quick as you, like Bobby Hemmings said, quick as you be on somebody about their religion. A lot of these people with this food and shit be on it. That shit is like a
Yeah, it
religion
turns into something like it
that
can
you worship.
overtake your mind.
Yeah, and you get off kilter and get off balance. And then the minute your ass eat something or get close to something you ain't got no business, you fucking around. Cause that's what I realized with myself. Like I was eating all healthy for all them years. Now my ass can't hardly fucking eat shit. And every time I do,
Yeah.
I be feeling some type of way, like, oh, I'm feeling sick. So I've just here lately have been doing what I feel like I need to do. If I need to be balanced for a couple of days, I eat some healthy shit and then I might fuck around. Like today I made some banana pudding with no bananas. That shit was so good. Woo!
So would you
But
just have
I just
cookies?
yes, I don't like bananas and banana pudding no
That
more. Cause
sounds good.
bananas be nasty than a motherfucker now.
I don't think I think bananas is play though. But
they
I
is
stay
hit and
buying them
miss.
because I put them in my smoothies. But what I'm finna start doing is putting avocados in there. But them don't really be no better.
They don't. They be hard as fuck.
Man, like what is this? An avocado something.
Yeah, some of them avocados be rubber. I'm like, oh, how's
That's
this
what I'm
avocado
saying.
rubber?
Food is real. Like the more they geo-engineer shit, the more food is
But you
tasting
got to think
like.
about how much food that they be having to make. You think about all the Walmarts in this country, in the grocery stores, and how it just be an abundance of food. Like that, you
Well,
can't tell me this
I
stuff is
went in,
real.
I went in Kroger today, and I was trying to find me some corn. That corn looked so sad. I was like, you know what? I don't even want this shit.
Right. And you probably better get your body. We got to get our body used to whatever finna come.
I have to start eating rubbers and shit.
Man, cause like I be looking at them kids, I be like, boy, they is some damn
Cause they,
boy, they
they
GMO, but they used to it. They
man,
body can
they
handle
thrive
it.
off of Takis and God. I don't let my kids eat Takis. If you see my kid eating a Taki, they done snuck and ate this shit. Cause at first I would let Kyla get it, but I think
Yeah.
like tearing her stomach and shit up. But
Oh, it messing up their gallbladders.
yeah, and you gonna have
Turning inflaming
ulcers.
their gallbladders. And if not anything, hell, to die in them joints. Ain't no telling what they doing to their
I
attention
seen
span.
somewhere where they banned red dye number 40 or something
Girl,
like
just like they banned, and in Tennessee, they signed a law to stop chemtrails. And it
that.
went into effect July the 1st, and I see a chemtrail every fucking day. What?
I be seeing them too. That's probably why my nose running now from chemtrail.
Yeah, and then here, they done got so cold in Chattanooga, they spray that shit at night, bro. They be
Man,
spreading
you
night.
can't see the class. That shit crazy
Uh,
though. But then now people are seeing that, and then we've been talking about this shit for what, about 10 years.
uh-huh. But then people see it, but they don't really want to believe it. Because once again, seeing and believing is two different things. You know, when you've been trained to only believe a certain thing, it's hard for you to really
To wrap your
believe
head
something
around
else.
that shit.
Yeah.
To
Like,
to
no,
come
no,
out of
no,
the
no.
to come out of the matrix really takes like I stuttered. To come out of the matrix really will like fuck somebody's head up.
Right. Or don't even have to come at the matrix. Just be open to
To
possibilities of
seeing
other
what's
things.
really happening.
Yes, like don't you ain't
Yeah.
got to be all because motherfucker be quick to say, well, you have the matrix, you all into that other stuff. No, you don't have to be all in it,
I'm not out of the matrix at all. I am
but just be
of the matrix.
open, right? Be receptive to what else other possibilities there
Right.
may be,
Different thought processes. Keep
because
an open
everything,
mind.
right?
That's
Because
what they used to
everything is
tell us.
not what it seems.
No, and everything is not what it looked like neither. That's
Right.
like those books, like when I ain't gonna say I used to because I started been going to my meetings, they always tell you to keep an open mind.
Mhm.
Like if you be so closed minded, then you ain't gonna be able to process anything, and you're not gonna
Or
make
you're gonna be stuck in a when shit happen and stuff start changing differently than what you're used to. You're gonna be fucked, and then that's when you start your mind starts separating from what reality is, because you can't. It's not, you can't. It's unfathomable. You can't wrap your mind around the concept because you are so dead set in what you
of
think
what you
is right.
think. Yeah.
Yes, and you
But
be lost in the thought.
you can be so stuck in your own thought process that it's detrimental.
Right, and that's what I think what leads to spiritual psychosis too.
Yeah, because you can't accept what's really happening, like, or you trying
Right,
your best to control something outside of yourself when you don't have that.
right. Or when things are going wrong outside of yourself, you start to you can't that you like we said, you can't accept that reality. So in your mind, it's like it's a
You a
you
snap.
yeah, you used to what you're used to and what you're rooted in. And a lot of times what I'm realizing with spirituality, you have to be able to move in and out of what's needed at any given
You got
moment.
to be able to flow.
Yes, because when you're stuck in this,
But
like
you
it's
always
this
say ebb and flow.
ebb and flow. Cause you get stuck like Chuck, you're gonna be fucked.
And,
That
at
on me.
pathways,
Man, man.
jumping off
Mm,
somebody's bridge or some shit.
right. Cause you
Man,
done thought that it's supposed to be this way and shit ain't this way.
it's not. Or it's because in your mind you feel like you have already decided how things are gonna go. And if
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't go the way to go, how you have decided that it's gonna go, it
Don't fuck you
messes
up.
you. It fucks you. I've seen people. Hell, I did that shit. That's the reason why I was glad that I did find that group that I found, because it did allow me to kind of flow through some shit that was really, really hard for me,
Yeah.
because that shit almost took a bitch down. You hear?
Almost took me out in my mind. What they say? I
Man,
just want to be free.
for real. And then you can't, like, even like for me, like I could go into that program, but I had to also kind of pull myself out of that, because you'll get so stuck into that that you don't be open
Mhm.
to something
Yeah.
else.
And you
It's
thinking
like,
it's that way. Right.
yeah, so you can go into it and
Mhm.
you'll be like, okay, well, this is what I need to do to handle every situation. When sometimes you might need to step into a different
Another hat.
aspect. Yeah,
Mhm. Or a
so
different form. Yep.
add on to what you're already doing. That's like, if we go back to like the whole topic of what we talking about with for me, mine started with going to meetings, and then I learned
Mhm.
about breath work and teas and
Yeah.
stones and shit like that. Like, I don't be so stuck on it as I have progressed through things, but I still, if need be, I can revert back to what I need to
Right.
pull myself out of whatever's going on.
Right. And what I've come to realize that really spirituality is based off of something that something that you have went through in life, and it's really self-actualization.
It's not necessarily your trauma, but your life experiences built.
Yeah, life experience. Yeah, that's why I didn't
Yeah,
say trauma because
you
trauma is not
building off
always
of
based
your
off of
life.
trauma.
You're building off your life experiences to create
Yes,
whatever you
and the
want.
thing is with the trauma too, though, when bad things happen, always people always reach for something. Just like now, you're seeing a resurgence of Christianity and people going to church and reading the Bible, which is fine because that's what some people need
Yeah, if
to
that's what you need, then
maintain their
good.
balance. Yeah. So, but a lot of times when bad things happen, people have to find something to cling to make it make sense, to make
Yeah.
sense of things. And so it's something.
Sometimes you don't. It don't like. I had somebody tell me the other day. Sometimes you don't get it. The shit don't gotta make sense. You just need to
It
be able
don't. It
to
does not. But just to feel better about things, sometimes as humans, the physical, you want something to cling on or to believe in
yeah.
to
But in
make you.
reality, for me, like when you say something to believe in, if you really take like this, like if you take the science part of like the universe and everything is made of the same thing. So why would I not believe in myself?
Yeah,
I
that's
get
true.
you want to believe in the outside entity, and there, there is a source of
Well,
all.
believing in the universe is
Yeah,
that not
I
believing in
believe in
something else?
but I believe in
Uh,
myself too, though, because like people always be like, "Well, what woke you up this morning?" Shit, me, my alarm clock, motherfucker. I don't know,
mm,
but like. I had a lady stop me one time at the track and ask me that, and she real life like for you to have been a so-called Christian woman, you was like real life talking shit, like cussing me out because I wouldn't agree with her.
yeah, and well, that's where I believe sometimes. I think a lot of times that's what happens when you get stuck in something and you're rooted in something so deeply that you don't have the room for other people to believe what they believe in. And like I said, I don't have to believe in what you believe in, and you don't have to believe what I believe
But
in,
I
but
can
you still
still
have to
respect
allow each other the
it.
space
Yeah,
to do what works for us. And I was looking up, I was trying to figure out like what is spirituality. And spirituality is a broad concept that can be expressed through many different practices and perspectives.
exactly. So it's not
So
like some people practice spirituality through going to a building and doing
yeah,
whatever they do with that building. Some people do yoga. Some people
yeah,
go hug trees. Some people go
yeah,
to a meeting. Some people do drugs. Fuck, I don't
mhm,
know. It's everybody's concept of how I want to go
yeah.
through life is different. But I
Music
feel
is
like
some people's spirituality. You know what I'm saying? Like
what you
I don't really say I have a spiritual practice. I have whatever I need at that moment or whatever I
exactly.
feel.
I don't have a specific practice either. I just do like here lately. I've been doing a lot of breath work and I've been doing
Yeah,
yoga and I've been fooling with
yeah,
my bowls a little bit more. And like this weekend, I did some sauna work where I sat in the
yeah,
sauna, just deep, like
yeah.
complete detox because that energy where I work is heavy. So I
Hmm.
have to get that
Yeah,
off of me. But it's
yeah.
so I sat in there and just detoxed myself. My skin looked good and shit. And
I be doing yoga because I be needing to not be so stiff in my joints.
but if you're stiff, then you can't flow.
Yeah, so I
And
do it
that's
to
mentally and
loosen my
like
joints.
mentally and physically though. If you think about it, your physical is tied in with your mental. So if you stiff
Yeah,
physically, then you're gonna be stiff mentally, and you're not gonna be able to flow. You're gonna be stuck.
yeah, but
So I
I
be
don't do, so I wouldn't say that I do it per se for like a spiritual. I hear lately I have gotten into it because I need something that I can consistently do on a regular basis
and it's
to
just healthy.
stretch. Yeah, to stretch my body. Cause like
But
I'm at a point
stretching
with
is good though.
spirituality. I'm at a point with spirituality. Like I used to do a lot of rituals and stuff. I don't really do that no more. I do
You
them, but
haven't
it's
been
not like,
doing. Go
yeah, I
ahead.
don't do it like on a, like I got to do it now. It's full moon. I got to do it like I
No,
used
I
to
don't
be
do
like,
that either.
yeah, I used to feel like I had to, but like, it's just
Because
like, I
is
just,
that really the full moon though? Like, what if is the moon real? And
right. I
that's
practice
what my question's
mindfulness.
been at. So it's like, and that's another thing. Like, as far as going into my journey, or I could say our journey, because we was doing that shit together.
Yeah.
So if you really take it and pull and start really questioning that, like, is the moon real, and is the aliens really, like, are they in the ocean, and are they really
Mhm.
aliens, or is they our cousins? Because shit, why not? Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just so many
Mhm.
different questions that you can ask as far as
Yeah.
spirituality is concerned. So it's really, to me, not a really,
It's up
it's
to
not a right
the
or wrong.
Mm-mm. Nope, it's up to the individual
It's
and what you
whatever
feel.
works for you.
Right. And that's my thing. Mindfulness, sometimes I be like, dang. Like today, before we got on, I said, I'm gonna change my picture to my grandma. I love you, grandma. Peace. Like
Exactly.
that was my little, and like with Christmas this year, I put up a tree. But I was like, you know what? Pine trees were used as cleansing for your home.
And protection, exactly.
Yeah,
And
protection
it
and
puts it in
cleansing.
mind, well, pecans. Because I know back in the day, they used to give us it, like at church, they would give us a brown
Nuts.
paper
Mhm.
bag with fruit and pecans and
Mhm.
shit in there. Then I went and looked up what is pecans, are for generation of money, generating of money. Like if you
Uh-huh.
want, yeah, so everything, like, and people be so, oh, that's voodoo, that's whatever. No, this is what your ancestors have been doing. Otherwise, they wouldn't
Mhm.
have gave them that. So
Mhm.
it's a loss. Like a lot of the stuff that people
A
do
lot
now,
of it has been
given to you.
commercialized. It's lost in
Yeah.
translation. All this stuff is a hodgepodge of everybody's different cultures and everybody's different things that they have done. Just like now everybody cooking black eyed peas and greens for New Year's. So it's all them hodgepodge of different shit.
I don't even cook that shit.
I don't either, but a lot of people
But if
are. I know
somebody
that.
cook, if I go over my mama house and she done made them fire ass greens, I'm finna eat them
Yeah.
because them greens be good.
I was uh I was looking up some quotes and I was looking at I ran into one about culture.
Uh huh.
And sometimes as black people we feel like, oh, culture is everything. But
But is it though? Because our
right,
culture is
I
really
read this
fucked up
quote
right
and
now.
I read this quote and it really made me question. It said culture is for other people's convenience and the convenience of various institutions, churches, companies, tax collection schemes, and what have you. So
But you got to think about how much people profit off of black culture.
culture. Yeah, or just culture period. Especially black
But
culture. But
most people's culture is a derivative of ours.
yeah, but like you go all overseas, everybody else's culture is on front street.
Yeah.
So once again, it's no longer, a thing. It's like it's somebody's for other people's convenience.
Nothing is sacred. Like with social,
Yeah.
like even with social media, there's nothing sacred. Like why are y'all over there messing with these people that be talking, clicking their tongue, leave them folks the fuck alone for y'all get them
Right.
the mumps.
But it starts off as a fascination, but then it ends up being control.
Yes, and then they
The
want to do,
control thing.
but that shit wow. But I think that's in a lot of, you can apply that to a lot, relationships, fucking jobs, everything.
Yeah. Just like I don't know, I've been really talking in London a lot lately. My oldest. Just off the strength of she's getting to that age where she's really
Where she
want to
really talk.
understand and be open to stuff. And she was just talking about, she's like, yeah, I'm kind of tired of Kendrick Lamar. And she
Because
we
it's
was like,
extra and people blow it out of proportion.
yeah, but he was the champion for, it was like a cultural thing at first, but then he came out with They Not Like Us, and we understood it like, damn, they not like us. But then it turned into something that everybody else rapped about and was singing about.
Exactly.
And it was like, I can't even
It's
relate now.
it's the
Damn.
same thing as like Black Lives Matter.
Yeah,
You know like it never, like I never really was like, you know,
yeah,
but
because it was more of a, yeah, the concept sounded good, but it
it
was
sounded
never really,
good. And then the
yeah.
whole, but when he was saying they not like us, it makes sense though. It was a lot of history and good information in that
Mhm.
song. But at the same time, if you go on there now, everybody's dancing to it like, man, come on, like that shit. And I
So
get it,
so
make them
basically,
money, but at the same
yeah.
time, like, can we please gatekeep something?
Or the thing is, he got pimped out for his, he basically the culture was for other people's benefit, not for his
It's
so-called culture.
it's never for us though.
So yeah, cause they bumping this shit like they not like us. They not like us. I don't even like the song no more. But I was just thinking like culture really is for exploitation
It
at the end
is.
of the day.
I mean, if you go back and look at like Sarah Barham, I think that's her name. How they put her on display. This nigga
Oh,
dead. Y'all
Sarah
got her on
Bartman.
display. Yeah.
Sarah Bartman. Hmm.
That was a culture though.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
it's just I just hate like and like people just be so and I'm not saying cause a big divide and do whatever, but at the same time, if I can't go in and do what you do the same way you do it, then you don't need to do what I'm doing.
mhm. Well,
I
when we live
think.
in a world that's so intricately connected by AI and technology, like I said,
I
the
already
victor
know.
the victor wins the spoils of war. It looks like this victor is going into AI and technology within this new phase. The
Yeah,
people who have won the spoils of war.
I seen a,
Yeah.
AI generated video of Sexy Red fighting Martin Luther King.
Girl, my mama is so pissed about that.
She
Old
saw it.
people are pissed, girl.
She
Old people
saw
are
that
so
video.
mad. Yeah. I was like, okay.
I was
I was
like,
like,
what
sexy
is this?
red. Girl,
Huh?
huh? Do what?
I was like, what in the fuck is this? I couldn't even
Girl,
do shit
and
to
old
laugh
people.
because it be so
Right, because
stupid.
it's so stupid. Right. But you
Like
know
y'all
what?
know damn well dude wasn't gonna be fighting no girl, but at the same time, come on, man. But they be like, oh, that's brother Martin,
This
Reverend Martin Luther
disrespectful.
King, and that's
Right.
disrespectful. Nigga, them
But
kids
then
don't give a
but
fuck about
then
that shit.
but like me and London was talking about this. She was like, well, it's good marketing for Sexy Red. And then London was like, but did Martin Luther King like cheat on his wife for years and
Then Martin
years?
Luther King dragged black people into some shit that he regretted at the end.
Exactly. So who is really like
What we talking about?
but right. But at the end of the day, like we said, that's a belief system that they're rooted in and stuck in. So now things are changing. They're not gonna be able to go with the
And they
flow of
can't
how
keep
things are
up.
changing.
Mentally, they
Yeah.
can't keep
Right. But that's usually how it is for the older people. That's just how generations go. But we're in a time where you can't just be stuck on what you think is always the right way.
right.
It's
You
it's
have
a
to be
different
open
breed.
minded.
Right, because if not, you finna fuck around and die, like real life shit. It's like
Man,
people are leaving out of here
they
like
are.
left and right.
They really are. And then they keep spreading all this shit in there. That ain't making it no better.
Mhm.
We ain't do none of our little stuff.
We did, but we still got a little time. Shoot,
Yeah.
we got a little time. We just be going with the flow here. We ain't been on here in 2 weeks.
I know. Sometimes you gotta take a break though. I had to acclimate to some shit. Boy, I be so sleepy when I get out work at 9 o'clock. Or when I come back from that basketball game and I take a shower, baby.
Being at the bed,
Night, night,
nighty night night.
night,
I
night.
tell you what, we went running yesterday, baby.
Mm.
I slept like a newborn baby last
I know
night.
you did, but and you had some fresh air too. Shit.
Ooh, it was cold. I almost didn't do it because that cold air, my hands was cold. I was finna walk back to the car. I was finna be like, London, I'm finna go back to the car. I catch you on the flip side. But after I got out there and I just realized, I will say this. White people go running and work out. They will.
It don't even matter if it's 1 degrees. They
It
go.
don't. I respect
I
that. They
just
go
can't do. I can't do the cold, bro. That shit hurt.
it hurt, but it ain't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Once I got to moving,
I
I
mean,
was
I've done
good.
it before, but I'm just at this like how cold it's been lately. I ain't gonna be able to do nothing. Now, if it
Yeah.
was like 40 degrees, like that, then that okay, I can work with that.
Yeah.
But like
Yesterday it
one
was 48
degrees and
degrees.
shit, no.
No, no, no. Ain't nobody going out in the teens. But yesterday it was like it was 48 degrees and the sun was out. It was still a little cold because it was a little breeze. But once I got to move, I felt so good. Ooh, I felt so good. I
Yeah,
said like a
it do
damn
feel good to
baby.
be active. I went and walked ISIS, and we went on a
Mm,
long walk, and that was good just to get some sun
yeah,
to my skin because
yeah,
I done
get some
turned
fresh
into a
air.
sugar cookie.
Oh my gosh. Me and my Nola. Honey, Nola looked like a
Big
little
Nola look like Casper the Ghost, probably.
yeah, she looked like a little banana. I don't know what her color is. That baby is pale. Yeah, she like to be outside too, honey. She don't be caring. It could be 100 degrees below zero. That baby gonna go outside and play
Because she ain't got shit to
and jump
worry
on that
about in
trampoline.
life. If you if
She
you
do
know
not.
if you know, damn, if I go outside and it's cold and I get sick, I might have to
But the
miss
thing
work.
is, we used to play outside like that too. I remember the
But then,
snowstorm
man,
in '93.
we didn't have no worries.
Yeah, snowstorm in '93 when we had no electricity for about a week, bro. We was outside every day
What
on
shit
Wallace
else
Road.
to
Bro, it was so cold, don't care me.
do?
And I'm pretty sure we had shit like starter coats. We ain't had no real gloves, no real
I
snow
beg
boots.
to differ on that one, boy. My mama made sure a nigga had some
Yeah,
gloves.
see, your mama did. I had a daddy, a nigga daddy. We wasn't, man, wasn't nobody out there in no snow shit. We was out there making it do what it do, just outside all day. Ain't thinking about no elements, no nothing whatsoever. That's when Walmart was right up the street too on Carriage House, bruh. That was like the best time in life. Like snowstorm '93. And that
Man,
was like ice. It was like ice on everything. Ice everywhere.
I don't remember. Let me think. 93. I do
I
remember because
remember that.
it was a hill behind our house, behind that church, and we was over there sliding down into the ditch. Like we probably could
Yeah.
have died, but it was fun.
It was so fun. That's what I'm saying. We was out there on bikes, just doing reckless stuff. We wasn't even thinking about like, oh, it's ice out here. It's
Because you don't
cold.
have to worry about things like that when you don't have bills.
Girl, we had so much fun. We had nobody's electricity. I don't know how we lived. Girl, I be in this whole little cold snap we had, girl, I be struggling. I was like, ooh, how did I make it in '93 when we ain't had no electricity? What was we doing? We literally have electricity for about a week.
But you got to then just imagine if you had a grew up in 1903.
Ah, well, you had to
I
chop
bet
wood
you
and
life
shit.
was so. I know it was hard, but I know it was easier. It was simpler.
It was simpler. It might not have been easy, but it was simpler. You didn't have as
Yeah,
many things to
we
think
didn't have as
about and
many
many things on your
distractions.
plate. Right. You could just go to work, come home, and you just living in a basic little house and you good.
Yeah,
Like,
and hanging out with your family and shit
yeah.
or whatever. So I'm not saying that I want to live like that, but I know that it was simpler. I honestly don't think I'm from. I don't think I'm from the generation that I was born in. I really vibe with like the '70s. I really think that's where my last life might have ended then, and then I came back in
Yeah.
'85 because I really feel like I probably was doing acid and shit.
See, no, I don't feel like I was doing that. I think I'm
I
doing
do.
coke.
But you got to think about like the drugs and shit back then. It was not like they are now.
Yeah, I don't trust none of these drugs now. I
I'm not
not even
taking shit.
not even the shrooms. I be wanting to possibly go there, but gee, that if
I
whenever the
wouldn't mind
government
trying it, but I'm scared because I don't trust
whenever they mass pumping that shit and
something
mass
is
like
wrong. Yeah.
it's something is wrong, like the ayahuasca, like why are y'all promoting this? Like that's hush hush low key shit. Y'all are promoting this
Exactly.
too.
That's some shit that you do when you going on a spiritual journey and you really trying to
Exactly.
figure yourself out. Not for you to just be doing that shit to make it through the fucking day. If your life is that hard that you got a micro dose every single day, that means that you need to go back to therapy, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Or you need to, it's something else you need to tap into
It's
that you
something
might
else
done
that
lost.
go back to therapy
Just like that video
because
I
it's
sent you
something that you're
earlier.
missing. And I'm not judging or saying, Some people might just do it for fun. Like I'm not being. I'm just from
Yeah,
my understanding of when you put band-aids on top of shit or you doing it, it's because it's something that you're covering. Like what are you covering?
yeah. But so many people are detached. Like that dude that I sent you earlier, the one who was a
That was
teenager.
a beautiful story, bro.
Yes, and he turned out and he's okay, but he said something to him just like he had to
He had to put
dissociate
this-
from
And if he
everything.
did, he probably would have killed himself.
Yes, as we said, he had to dissociate. He said the best thing for him was going into the halfway house, believe it or not, where they had some structure, and he followed the rules, and that's what he needed. So that makes me wonder if,
Because
like,
kids need structure, though.
yeah, or if do we all need structure though? Like,
Everybody needs. You
is
do.
spirituality a form of structure?
It
Is
is.
going to church a form of structure?
Absolutely, because I can say me going to church, it did give me structure, and it gave me something like
Discipline?
a foundation. But my, like ours was a little bit different, but it wasn't like I was taught that God is within self.
Hmm.
So if that's what I've been learning since I was, what I'm saying, a child, and it's giving me a decent, strong structure and a background of
Hmm.
understanding who I am versus like even though I did get out here and get drugged through the mud a little bit, but I still could always go back to that. I ain't saying I
Yeah.
go back to church, but I'm saying I still have that root that's rooted in me that'll never go away.
Yeah. I would say my background, I don't know. I grew up with Muslim, so I don't really, I don't know. Like church, I went to church, but religion just never,
It never appeased.
nothing ever stuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like
Cause
there
I
was
even
so
went
much
through a
more.
Jesus phase. Not knocking Jesus. Like if you Jesus is the homie. But I'm saying like I went through a phase where I was really like praying and well, I
Yeah,
still pray, but I pray to is my prayers would be different now. But it was
yeah,
like the typical go to church, to pray, like like everybody
yeah.
like that.
The only time that I just ever remember being excited about like going to church is when I got baptized. If I was like a zealot after that, I was like, oh, I was in fifth grade. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
yeah, this
baptized.
and
I
that.
never been baptized.
Yeah, I got baptized, and it was just like it was like a light bulb when I was so excited because I was like, okay, I felt like I was a part of something, and so I was learning and I was trying to teach people. But then after a while, I started questioning it because I was like, oh, we the only people going to heaven? Like,
Exactly. Like, what makes you think that just because I feel that? Well, so what happened to the rest of the people? So what
right,
if
and then,
this person has never had the opportunity to be introduced to this? So that means just based on location, they don't get to go.
right.
They got to go to hell just because they was born
Exactly. And
in
always question because I
Tanzania.
was like, it's so many different religions. And then I was like, we not the only people in this galaxy. Like it's hella,
Yeah,
we like a
do
grain of
you
salt.
too? Thank you.
So
We
so
stressing up
that it
bills and shit.
yeah, so it kind of that's when I started questioning because they would always say we the only ones going to heaven. And we're gonna sit it when we die. It's
That
forever,
makes
ever, eternal life. The word eternal life scared me. Like
I don't want to live in this. Like when you will watch movies and they speaking of like the eternal life, you saying the people would die and then they would die and they would have on their same clothes and their same thing. So then you gotta
yeah,
be like, so that mean
right.
I gotta wear this ugly ass outfit forever.
Exactly. Or like we gonna be in heaven. They used to tell us we're gonna be in heaven singing hymns
I
at the
don't
foot
want to
of
do that.
God and walk through on the streets of gold with our white robes. That just like scared me because I was like, eternal life?
I seen a
Singing
video
hymns?
where it was a preacher. He was talking about going to heaven. He said they're gonna be fucking in heaven. I said, well, can I go there? Can I go to that one?
It was just like, I don't know, that it was scary though. Like that, y'all already had the agenda for what we gonna do for the rest of our life after we die.
Because
I was like,
but
bro,
who told you that though? Like who came to this conclusion?
Like the Bible. They
How do
got
you
it at the
know?
Bible, huh?
Did you die and then come back and then? But who wrote it? Like,
Exactly. Who
so
who
who?
who
Where's
told
the
you?
evidence? Where's the like? Where's the?
But what about them people though that do be saying that they be dying for a few minutes and then they be like they come back? Do you think they really be dead though?
I think
Or
they
do
be
they
in
be in
limbo
a
or
coma
whatever
or
that's
something?
called. I think it's your body is shutting down, and you that's like when I was reading that book about the 5 stages of death or something, and it was
Hmm.
talking about how your body starts to shut down as you die.
Yeah.
So, uh, damn, I lost my train of thought. I hate when that happens.
I know it. That should be happening all the time. That I hit
So
40.
now, and the shit'll come back tomorrow, and I'm in class. I'll be like, damn,
Right.
you know
Damn, that's
what?
what I was trying
When
to
you
get to.
die, you go to session. Be like, what? Still? I don't know. Don't worry about it. You don't even know. But
Right.
no,
This was
I just
discussion last
I
night.
don't think that they be dead though. I think that you be in like a state of limbo. Like I feel like,
Yeah.
yeah, like when
Or
they shut,
like the point where you're not supposed to go to the light. Don't go to the light,
don't
Carol
go
Ann.
like, and why they not gonna make another episode of chaos, raggedy
Girl,
bitch?
cause then girl, they are not making another season. I was so distraught. Me and LeBron was butthurt because LeBron was like, "Mom, I found this good show called Chaos." I was like,
That
"Bro, it's
shit
good."
good.
He was like, "It's good, like good, good." Girl, they are not making another season. I guess they didn't get the ratings that they thought they was gonna get.
Well, they give us some more time. Let us promote it.
Or no, I don't even think it's that because a lot of people watched it. I just don't think that people are really ready for them conversations either.
They
You know
not
what I'm
because
saying?
a lot of people really be like not open minded.
And I was thinking, I was like, bro, I remember when they taught us Greek mythology in high school, and I was so scared. I was like, oh, this is devil. This is the worshiping of other multiple gods. Why are we talking about this?
I don't know. My name is Cammy, so
Right. We was reading the book of mythology, Greek mythology, and honors
that's a hard
English
book to
too.
read too, though.
It is, but it was interesting though with all the different gods. And I was like, and I was conflicted because that's when I was heavy in the church. I was like, bruh, are we supposed to be
It'll
doing
make you question it'll make you question
it?
yourself. Yeah.
I was like, ooh, do I wait? We serve one God. We're monotheistic. We can't be polytheistic. Hold on, we
Mhm.
can't serve multiple gods. And then they always reiterated, oh, it's just mythology. Oh, really? Is it, huh? For real? Okay.
Huh?
What?
And I just be trying to figure out like I just think if people be so closed mindedness, should you really should be able to like get a prescription for that shit.
Or people be closed minded because they fear what they can't
What they
grasp and
don't
understand.
understand. Yeah.
Yes, that's how. That's
That
more so.
makes
I
sense.
think it's more so fearful. It's fear. You're scared of the unknown, and so a lot of times when you go too far from your base and what you're rooted in, you get scared and you go back to what you're rooted in because it's comforting. It brings you some type of solace or some type of reassurance. So you always go back to that. And my thing that I really have been really trying my best not to do is link my spirituality with what I have here on planet the earth, like finances
What you mean?
and like finances and what I have like not abundance, what's the word, like worldly things. Like I'm trying not to
Oh
link
yeah,
because
I don't be like no, I'm not no real materialistic person anyway. So
but
I don't
sometimes a
think
lot of
that
times spirituality does that though. A lot of spiritual people like, well, for you to get this money
you
and
gotta
this you got to
use
do
this
this.
number and be
Yeah,
abundant and this and that. Like
yeah, and it's like
I think what you put out, you gonna get that shit back.
right, and all your needs are going to be met, but
Your
sometimes a
needs are,
lot of
but
people
it might not be like the need being met might not be met in the way that you want it to be met. So then you're
exactly.
angry about it, and then that turns into, oh well, the devil is doing this, the devil is doing it. That's like all this stuff that's happening in Jackson now. It's so sad. Like these folks getting killed, these babies getting shot, all this shit, whatever. Somebody
Yeah.
was like, it's a dark spirit over Jackson. And I'm like, no, I don't think that it is a dark. I just think people need to like watch your kids, bro.
Raise your children, exactly. Raise your children and check on your people. Like I think what has happened is we have become so detached and separated
From
from
everything.
from
From each
everything,
other and
from each
family.
other, right? And that's what COVID came in. COVID had people sitting in their house by themselves, dying. Cammy,
I
people was in
already
their house
know.
scared to leave. So
I never sat
psychologically,
down during COVID. I just was out everywhere.
I was too, but psychologically, you think about what that did to people. People were scared to leave their fucking houses, Cammy. Houseway. Old people sitting in their house dying. People scared to get 6 feet within one another. So
And
that
then
has
that's what
carried.
I was laughing at. Like, I ain't gonna say I was laughing because it's not really funny, but like you got on the mask, the whole mask concept shit blew me because if you got this mask on and I fart, I bet you can smell it through that
Well,
mask.
I ain't gonna lie. I wear a mask sometimes. I didn't back then because I was just like, "Eh." I'm not wearing no mask because y'all telling me. But
Yeah,
now I will. If a motherfucker around me get sick and we in the car
but
together
that's
in close quarters,
different. But I'm saying
baby.
how they had fear factored into the mask.
Right.
But
They
then
have
you'll have
made
a
it so.
mask on, but then your nose not covered. You just got your mouth, like the bottom part of your chin covered. What is it? What are we doing?
Well, I ain't breathing through my nose, so I ain't gonna get it.
Shut the fuck up. That shit gonna go in your eyeball.
But nah, but like I don't know, we're not connected. The connectedness is lost. So now people are reaching out for what they can make sense of, and now people are even becoming more disconnected unless you're following the same thing they're following. Well, I can't fool with you because you ain't into what I'm into, and it's like, hold up, whoa, 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 whoa,
Right.
like
I
for
can fool
real,
at the end of the day, I can fool with whoever I want to fool with because I know the type of person that I am.
right?
I'm not my intentions are never to cause any harm.
Well, it's a lot of people out here that is not fooling with people because you is not following what they following. And
I
you
ain't
is
got
not
nothing to say. But that
into
don't mean
what you
I'm
they
gonna
is
mistreat
into.
you either.
Right. I'm not finna be mean to you just because of that. And I'm not finna, you know what I'm saying? But that's what some folks is with this.
Huh. Corey probably sleep.
Is probably sleep. That's what third shift do, baby. Third shift will have you
If
sleep.
he been taking these weeks off, he probably slobbing.
Man. Probably
Hopefully
not.
we get her back on here next week. Our little dude ain't show up. Oh, somebody on there, Mr. A.
Oh, what? Oh, Mr. A into the line. Hey, Mr. A. We finishing up. We towards the end.
We almost done now. So I'm gonna let
Right.
it go about 2 more minutes and then we'll just end it at an hour.
Yeah. We ain't talk about how we got started on our spiritual journeys, but that's all
Yes,
right.
we did. That whole conversation was.
Okay,
Yes.
we did. Okay, okay, okay.
But we were talking
We
about
did.
where we are. Like I talked about my meetings and all that shit, and you talked about
Yeah, just where we are now. Because I
yeah,
can honestly say Mine started in 2016, 2015, when I had to start, when I worked and start working in Paris and driving back and forth. And
yeah.
that's when I really had time to sit with myself. Like I ain't never had time to really just sit with myself. I've always lived with somebody, I always had kids. Always, I've never just sat with myself. I've always, but them rides back and forth for an hour
That
every
shit is
morning,
clear
every
your mind.
evening. Yes, I had time to think, and I was like,
Did you
dang,
ride
like
in silence? I rode in silence when I ride back from Fayette County. I wouldn't even turn the radio on unless I was sleeping.
no, I was listening to a lot of Bobby Hemmett and
Bobby
a
him.
lot of that's when I started listening to Flavor Room. Yes. So that started just opening, and that's when Solange came out with her album. And that just like
Praise in the
uh,
sky.
that no,
No,
yeah,
a
whatever.
seat at the table. Yeah.
Yes, that whole album, baby, from the beginning to the end, that just like opened me up to a different world.
It
And like
did.
nothing bad was going on in my life. Huh?
That was a good ass album.
It was. It was like, oh my gosh, like everything that I needed to hear as a brown lady. Like,
On one CD.
yes, like every emotion that I be feeling, every thought that I be thinking, bro, it's right here. Like that album, like really tapped me into something other than the mundane that I have been going through, the mundane everyday life. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like it it made me look at myself. And so for me, spirituality is really tapping into myself and what I need and self-awareness and what works for me to maintain my peace of mind, my sanity, or whatever you want to call it. That's what I need because the physical plane is a hard, can be a hard and brutal place. But you need something that's going to keep you grounded. And like I said, for me, spirituality is me getting tapping into myself
Cause
and
but to
finding
me,
my
that's
beauty.
what it does. I think like spirituality does tap you into yourself. Like when you
Yeah,
put the focus on pleasing or trying to live your life based on what something or another entity requires for you to do to meet certain requirements, then you're not really living your life how you want to live your life or what's best for you. You're doing it in a domesticated sense.
yeah, I
So
agree, and I think that's what caused me to quit enterprise, bro. Because I probably
man,
would have had I would have had a breakdown if I had to stay at that place. I was
you would
on the
have
verge, baby.
I would have had to come pick you up.
Yes, I would have probably been walking on I-40 because and it's like when you start going through, like when you start, and it's like it was everything that
I said, I already know.
it's like everything that I thought was right and how I was supposed to do things was unfolding and it was not. Like,
Right. Like,
and
why is I'm doing this for?
right. And I was like, oh, nope.
It's
If I
like
had
when
said it,
my homegirl told me she take a pill to not question reality.
uh,
What?
no, 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 no,
And I'm
no,
not judging. I'm not nothing but
no.
like,
Mm-mm. That's how
what?
she coped with it.
And
Yes.
that's okay. That's your choice. I'm not doing I quit. Fuck it. I'm not doing it.
And it's like, and that's how you get in once again to that spiritual psychosis because what you have always thought and believed is not the reality, and that shit start you. It's a schism that starts to create, and you
But you
really
know what
start.
the schism starts with though is I think the biggest thing where people is like that whole concept of living for the weekend.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna do all
Living
this
for
shit.
the week to
I'm gonna get
win. Now
drunk.
you know it's on again.
I'm gonna get
What
that big
flashlight?
too.
But yes, because it's hard. Like that's what I'm saying. It's hard to be spiritual in this physical plane because when I woke up and I really started getting in tune with myself, I was like, I can't be out here working the enterprise,
I'm
lying to
not
people.
doing this shit.
Man, lying for the business, for capitalism. You know what I'm saying? I got these people
Hustling
above
people
me.
shit.
Yeah, I can't do
Mm-mm.
this. This ain't right, bruh. I need the money, but y'all no.
But my
Like I would
integrity is not gonna like the morals that I set for myself make it hard for me to be okay with bullshit.
exactly, and that's
I
where
just
the
cannot do it. I just cannot
I
do it.
can't. And
I
y'all,
can't
and they was
if I get off work and I go home and I can't sleep and I'm just so
man,
drained, I'm finna quit. I don't give
man. Every time I come to work, my stomach drop like right before I get to my exit, bro. And I have to pull off and go to the bathroom.
look.
That's my body telling me don't do it because it was
Don't
just like
do
every
it. I would
right, like
cry on the way to work every day. I'm crying. I'm like literally like
exactly.
not crying. I get to work now. I got motherfucking vertigo because my head full of fucking water. So
Ah,
like, no, I'm not doing this. Like if I
nope.
get to a point to where it's I feel like that, then I'll just find me something else to do. Like I know I have to have
Mhm.
a means of income, but I'm not gonna do it to where it pushes me to the extent of where my mind is gonna break because I know what's
Mhm.
happening ain't right.
Was is not right, and that's where I was. I watched that company do some things that I just did not agree with, and it was burning me up inside. And I was like, I can't do this. I'm not for this money. Not the way y'all treat people, and the way y'all. undermine people and low key. And that's the thing. Like it's like you have to. A lot of these companies that you work for want you to give your all to them and be
Right. I
tied
see
to them.
my
They
blood,
want you to
sweat,
drink the
and
Kool
tears, but
Aid.
if I die, then y'all gonna replace me in 2 days. Or black
Right. Exactly. Exactly. And that's what they used to say in Enterprise. Oh, we just living a dream. I drank the Kool Aid. No, we is
that,
not.
are
Why
you
are we?
serious?
Yes, ma'am. They used to
They
say that
would
all
say
the
drink
time.
the Kool-Aid?
Yes, ma'am. Drink the Kool Aid.
I
I'm
know you
living the dream. I drank the Kool
fucking
Aid.
I don't want no Kool-Aid. Fuck that.
Yes. And I'm like, and then for y'all to even reference taking this job as serious as Jim Jones giving people fucking Kool Aid in a cult and killing them, like, what in the fuck are we doing here? Like,
People laugh at that but people believe it. Like, oh my God, I have to be so I'm diehard this and I'm diehard
yes,
that. Like,
I'm bought in. I'm bought in, and like I can't compartmentalize like that. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't just be like, this
I
is just a
can't
job.
either. And I'm good at compartmentalizing. I can
I cannot.
compartmentalize a lot of shit, but that right there, my integrity and
Mm-mm.
my morals will not let me do it. I can't do it. I
Uh-uh.
just not gonna. I will leave a situation, leave a person, anything like that before I feel like if I feel like what's going to transpire is not right. I'm
Yes.
just gonna leave. I can't do it.
I gotta
I,
stand on something, some principle. Like Dr. Jewel Pookrum used to say, you realize when you it's something that you love to do, but the money is not all of that for your to
it's
get
not.
rid to
And
for your
sometimes you just have to
soul.
go work at Walmart or some shit.
Man, okay. Well,
Cause at least,
goddamn.
and then I mean, but that you never mind.
mm,
I'm leaving.
You still got your little peace of mind. You might be stacking boxes around this bitch.
Hey, but at least when I get off work, I ain't got to worry about shit.
I ain't got to take it home with me. That's what I'm saying. Like the healthcare field, baby. I bet they folk be making some money. But
They
you
do
know
make
what?
money. But you know who do the like the people that do the most work don't get paid the least.
You right.
Cause like the doc, like I'm not saying that they don't work, but they doing the heavier end of stuff or making the decisions. But the people that's actually implementing whatever they're deciding is the ones that's
Hmm.
really doing majority of you know what I'm saying the hard end, the heavy
Hard
lifting.
work. And where you
Yeah,
think they get most of them ideas from, though?
spirit,
The people, the
huh?
people at the bottom. The
Exactly.
people at the
That's why I don't
bottom.
say shit. I ain't got no motherfucking ideas, none.
Right. That's above my pay grade, boo boo.
Man, what you
I
say?
will not.
We gonna read this book and then we gonna do this. I'm not doing no ish. Like I will go. You know, I'm gonna do my job,
Hmm.
but that's it.
Yeah, I'm not finna give nothing else. That's
Extra
it.
because you ain't finna give me none extra shit. I ain't even got no motherfucking PTO.
Man, cause y'all gonna take my ideas and run with it, and ain't
And
gonna
run
say
with it.
nope.
And then like when I started, it was like any ideas or creations that you use while you work under here is can be claimed under this company.
Oh
Nigga,
no 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 no.
you
Say
ain't got to worry
less.
about doing no research, none of that.
Say less.
It's
This is
a
a
cool job though.
job.
It's definitely a learning experience.
Hmm.
And I'm always appreciative anytime where I love to learn. So
Exactly, and that's it. And that's what it's about. That's to me. That's part of spirituality too. Learning and taking
it
what
been
you learn
yeah.
and evolving if you need to. Growth is not linear. It's not
It's,
straight
it,
line.
it
That shit
be
is.
a circle if need be.
That shit can be circle. That shit can go backwards like a motherfucker. That shit can go left, right, up, down.
Right.
Yes, but
So
that was a
that
good one.
was a good one. It was. Let's just end on. We ain't even go. I ain't even gonna worry about none of the other stuff. We just gonna end, and then we'll pick back up when we next week with our things.
Yeah, I lead up and I got to follow up with Mr. What's her face. He ain't sent
Yeah,
no email.
we're
I'm
gonna
gonna
have a
text
new.
him.
We're gonna have a. Well, hopefully that's the plan to have a new.
Yeah,
And
we're
we're
gonna have
gonna
it.
do an interview.
We'll have it. It's in the works.
So, all
In the works. But yeah. All right. Peace out.
right, then. Peace. All right.